Okay, so I'm going to teach you what a family of chords is, and I'm going to teach you how to use it and how to implement it to make you be able to play almost any song. So it's quite a good bit of knowledge, this. It's a really good lesson to really get into. So what is a family of chords? A family of chords is a set of chords that belong to each other. So I've done a little PowerPoint to just try and explain. I know it's quite a complex thing to explain, but I think you should understand if you follow this. So you've got a C major scale. Everyone knows what this sounds like. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You would have heard that at school. If you start on a C note on a piano and go up all the white notes, that's what that sounds like. And most popular music today is built from a major scale. So we love the major scale. We like the listen. We like how it listens. We like how it sounds. It really resonates really nice with us, and it's pleasant. The moment you go out of key, it sounds disjointed, and you've got to have a tuned ear to really appreciate something that goes out of key. Majority of people don't like it. They're like, oh no. So that's why most pop music, probably 98% of it, sticks in a key, which is handy if you're learning an instrument, because you just learn what a key is basically. And it's easy on guitar to uh, convert keys, easier than a piano. Alright, so here's a C major scale, and it goes C to B. Now, a chord is built up from, like, the first chord is built up from a spacing like this, and it's the first, third and fifth note of this scale. So that is what you see is built of notes that are within this scale. So then you go to the second chord, and you can see it starts on the second degree of this same scale, and it's built from that kind of spacing. So D, F, A, and that's your second chord. So you can see it's using the elements of the scale. And same with the third chord of the scale, starts on an E. You can see that spacing. And then it starts on F, and then it's got a space in here, but obviously you've run out of space, so you go back to the start. So you can see how F is the first note, A is the third, C is the fifth note of the chord, and so on. So I'm not going to go through them all. I'm just showing you how the family of chords is built from this one scale at the top, and it's all the chords within that, and they sound good together. Any order of these chords sound brilliant. So what are the family of chords? These are the family of chords. Now we stray away from this B diminished, because it's a jazzy type of chord, and to use it in this family doesn't sound too good for pop music. So mainly pop music concentrates on the first 6 chords. So these are the chords we're going to learn in the family of C, and we're also going to do another video. I'm going to do another video on the family of chords in G. So learning them 2 families is really going to help you be able to have a lot of options. Let's shed a bit more light. It's getting a bit dark here. All right, so what are them chords in the family of C? Right, let me just share this with you. And we're going to be playing some of the chords slightly different to how you normally would do. So here are the 6 chords we're going to learn. So I'll tell you what, we'll go through one at a time. This is a C chord. You can see there, first finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret. 2nd finger on the 4th string, 3rd finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret. And you've got an X at the top to mute. So pretty much most guitarists know that. Then the 2nd chord in the family is a D minor. So 1st finger right at the bottom, 1st fret. Actually, I'll show you what they look like. So the C's like this, D minor's like this. Let's go back to that. Okay. And then the E minor Most people know that. So I've said to do it with your second and third finger on here. You can do it with your first two fingers. So there, or these two. Okay. The fourth one is an F. This is a tricky chord for most people, but it's worth pursuing with. So, because it's in most songs. So, first finger there on the second string, second finger on the third string, second fret, and your third and fourth up there on the fourth and fifth string. I know I'm just throwing loads of numbers and it can sound quite confusing, but here to here, and these two up here. And I'm muting that top string. If you're struggling getting your thumb over here, if it's affecting your chord, just do what's comfortable and just strum from the fifth string. Okay. And then we have a G. So if you notice here, I do it with the third finger on the top, and there's a reason for that. So you're used to doing G's like this. For the purpose of being in this family of chords, and I'm going to show you a good thing in a second, I want you to play the G starting with the third finger at the top and your fourth finger at the bottom. So that G is going to look like this. And what you'll find out, I know a G has this note here. What you'll find out with this, it'll automatically cut off that fifth string, which is a good thing because you're just using two fingers. Okay, and the last chord in the family of C, 6 chords. We're not doing the diminished, just to remind you. So is this A minor. So that should look like this. So you're probably used to all these chords, but you're probably not used to playing a G like this. Now I'm going to show you how I'm moving between these chords. Now a lot of people, when they play, they go like this. And then they'll go to F and they'll go. And then they'll go D minor and they'll go. And they'll go to an E and go. And that's alright, you're just learning, you're going through a process in your head. But I want to show you, by playing the G this way, how you can fly through all them chords with very small, minimal movement. This is what it's all about. So C to F, back to C. I'll try a G. I'll do an A minor, E minor, A minor. I can move to any of these chords and see how minimal my movement is. And all my fingers seem to be pointing in this direction. See, diagonally. If I did bars, I would have to shift my hand like that. If I did a G, I would have to move my hand shape like this. See that? Watch my C to G now. Everything's pointing towards my face. The A minor, all my fingers are pointing towards me, my face. The D minor, you could put your little finger there. If you notice all my movements, C, D minor, A minor, G, F, C, F, C. That troublesome F, look how simple that is. C, F, C, F, C, F. Right, so make it look easy, and that's a lot of years of playing. So here's something practical for you to do. Get these chords right. So start with a C, pick each note individually so you can hear them clear. Now I want you to go to an F. So the first step is put your little finger on, fourth string, and then move your second finger down. You're there on the F. Then move that finger back up, take that off. So we're doing it one step at a time. So you can see there. Now them two movements I want you to do them in one go. So watch. I took it off and I moved it up. So I'll do that again. See, I'll take the little finger off and I move it up there together. And then to get the F again, I move it down and I put it on. Put the little finger on and I move this down. So I'm going to move this down and I'm going to put that on. So watch. D, together. Now with that takes you ages to tell your fingers what to do. The main thing is they go on together. And that's what you're going to speed up the two movements together. Not, I'll learn the process of this and then this. Because if you do it like that, you're going to constantly change like this. And when you're doing strumming, it's a split second before you have to change chords. So you can't afford to be going. You've got to train yourself to do the motion with two fingers. See that? Now once you've done C to F, let's choose two other chords. C to A minor. So C, A minor. That's nice and easy. That's just one finger. A minor to E minor. A minor, E minor. So you've got to take that finger off and move them two up in one go. There. So let's try a C to an F. A G, sorry. C to G. So the movement I have to do there is move this third finger up and this little finger on and take them two off. So I'll just start with taking them two off. Get used to that. And then move that up, put that there. So that's that's a three motion you have to do there. So you want to be able to go like this. There. Like that. So you can see. So you got C, A minor, E minor, F, C, F, G, D minor. So that's your family of chords. Now I'm just going to show you very briefly. I've chose a couple of songs which have got simple chords in them. Let me just get the website up here. So here, With or Without You, you can type in at the top Ultimate Guitar, as every song you can even imagine on there. Let's get rid of that. So it shows up like this. This is how I prepare my charts. So just go on this site, just copy and paste them off and then adapt them on a Word thing. So you can see here, you've got D, which is achievable, an A and a G there, alright. But then you're faced with this B minor. And a B minor, to get it sounding good, you've got to bar it. And that's very taxing for a beginner. Or you could play this open B minor, which doesn't, it's good, and you can hear the song, but it doesn't sound as good. So what I'm going to do now is there's this little button below here called transpose, and I'm going to go backwards. And I'm going to go backwards till I can see overall the chords of a C scale. So watch this. I'm going to go backwards and I'm going to stop it. See, that looks very complicated with all them hashtags. I'll go down again. There, look. C, G, A minor, F. Yeah, that's all the chords that I can see in a C. If you go on, see, they look like a strange bunch of chords. A sharp to F to G minor. You know, these are all complicated chords. So I'll go back to the one where it says C, G, A minor. And they're the chords we know. You can do this with any song. Just go transpose down. And if you notice here, it says transport -2. So we've gone down 2 steps. So that means capo 2. So I'm going to play the original key so you can hear it. It goes, see the storm set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side. And I'll play you them chords. So A, G, oh, B minor, the tricky B minor to G. Okay, so now I'm going to show you here, transpose, 1, 2. We've got our nice chords. I'm going to grab my capo. I'm going to put it on the 2nd fret. So you can see I've put it on the 2nd fret because it says -2 on there. This only works if you go backwards on this transpose. It doesn't work when you go forward. So now I'm going to play these chords. So C. See the storm set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side, and I'll wait for you. Okay, so now you're seeing this. You've seen the nice shapes we just worked on. So C, G, A minor to F, as opposed to tricky to get to. If you notice, it sounds exactly the same. Tricky to get to. Let's get that capo 2 on. Easy changes. Once you get them right, just work on them changes and you can play almost every song. Okay, so I'm going to show you one more little example of another song. So Kings of Leon, Sex on Fire. So I chose this because it's in the key of E and it has a C sharp minor. So E to C sharp minor, and it has an A in there. So I'll show you what that looks like without the capo. There will you lay it, don't make a sound. C sharp minors here. Watch it. It's almost like a B minor but on the 4th fret. Watch it, no watching, and then back to E. So you got this to that. Looks like a taxing change for a beginner. Getting to grips with, you know, you've not got to grips with bar chords yet. So here, E to C sharp minor. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for them chords in C. So I'm looking for anything like C, G, F, A minor, D minor. So watch this, transpose down 1, go. That's D sharp to C minor, D to B minor, C sharp to A sharp minor. Oh, that looks familiar. C's and A minors. I could keep going. You see, that doesn't look familiar. That doesn't look familiar. That doesn't look familiar. G to E minor looks familiar, but you'll have to cap on the 9th fret there. You can see. So we'll go back up to where we had that C to A minor, capo on the 4th fret. See at the bottom here where it says transpose -4. So I'm going to play, I'm going to put that capo on the 4 and I'm going to play a C to an A minor. So watch this. Now will you lay it, don't make a sound, I don't know watching, the watching. Now will you lay it, don't make a sound, I don't know watching. Same key. Sounds exactly the same. I've just given you a method to figure out any chord, any key, any song. You can play any song. So all these taxing songs, you can just, taxing chords, you can sort of do this process and be able to play it with that family of chords. And do you know what? There's nothing up with that. It's not cheating. It's getting your morale up. Imagine if you could play 50 songs like that, and you've got lots of different songs to practice at home and play, and your morale will be up because you can just flip from any song to any song. So once your changing gets good, then you can start implementing all the other things like bar chords and being able to play them in the original key, which is a whole ball game in itself, a different ball game. So this is a good start, being able to play these shapes: C, F, A minor, E minor, D minor, G. I'm going to show you another video, and it's going to show you, it's going to be shorter than this. It's going to be the G major set of chords. So you got the C major set of chords. I'm going to show you the G major set of chords, and with these 2 keys it should set you up to play, because you saw when I went too far, the only good looking key we went to was the G to E minor. So that's a good looking key, and so is the C, so the G and the C. All right, hope that helps. Give me any comments or just email me if you get stuck on any part of this. All right, thank you.